I know what you're thinking.
I know what you're thinking.
How on earth did we finagle our way into doing this? Especially since all the odds were against us. I mean, the world works in mysterious ways. Nevertheless, I'm here to introduce myself to you. But before I do that, tell me,
What is the first thing you see when you look at me?
What's the first
thing
thing
you
you
see
see when you look at me?
What's the first thing
Come
you
again?
see when you look at me?
I think you're beautiful.
Come again?
So beautiful.
I think you're
The
beautiful.
curves of your face
So
and
beautiful.
dimples,
The
your
curves of your
cheeks,
face
and when
and
you
dimples on your cheeks
smile,
when you smile.
the beauty
The curves
That's
isn't
what
what
makes
makes
you
you different from me.
makes you
Dimples and your
different
cheeks
from
when
me
you
Or at least that's what I
and
think.
unique to
Beauty
you.
isn't what makes you different
Or is
from
it
me.
at least what I
So
hope they
connected
would
to
say
a
to
group
me?
of people before in my life.
I've never been so connected to a group of people before in my life.
I've never been so connected to a
But
group.
aren't we all in this together?
Aren't we all
You're
in
with
this
your
together?
people, and I'm with
But aren't we
mine.
all in this
There's no
together?
such
You're
thing
with
as
your
community
people, and
or
I'm with
togetherness here.
No, you're with your
no such
people,
thing as
and
a
I'm with mine.
community.
There's no such thing as community or togetherness here.
I should really hate white people, but I can't.
What we
I
did.
should really hate
I
white
should
people,
really hate white
What did I
people,
ever do to you?
but I can't.
but I can't.
Besides, live our lives how we see fit.
What did I ever do to you?
My ancestors were living in tribes, worshiping spirits,
What did
having
we ever do to
large
you
families,
besides,
and providing
besides live
for
our
those
lives how we
families,
see fit?
taking
My
care of one
ancestors were
another.
living in tribes,
And then
worshiping
you came.
spirits, having large families, and providing for those families, taking care of one another, and then you
Even
came.
when the whole world seems like it's
They
against
still find things to
They lost
they
rejoice
absolutely
sing and dance,
everything.
smile,
Even when
accept
the
me
whole
into their
world
circles.
seems to be
Even
against
when the
them.
whole world seems like it's against me.
You should be begging me
They
for mercy
sing,
from
dance,
You should be
smile,
begging for mercy
accept
from
me
me.
into their
Because
circles.
you're the one that's outnumbered.
Accept me into
Not
their
What
circle.
did we ever do to you? Besides
should
live
be
our
begging
lives how we saw
for mercy
fit. My
from me
ancestors
because
were
you're
living in tribes,
the
worshiping
one that
spirits,
outnumbered.
having large families and providing for those families,
Ever
taking
do.
care of one another.
Besides,
And
What
then
did we ever do to you?
See fit.
Besides live our lives how
My
we see
ancestors
fit.
were living in tribes, worshiping spirits.
They've lost
Having large
absolutely
families and
everything.
providing
And they still find things to rejoice about, even when
Taking
the whole
care
world
of
seems
one
like it's
another.
against them. They
And
sing
then you
and
can.
dance, smile, accept me into their circles.
You think I like being black? You think it's all fun and dandy for me? I mean, you're telling me that I should be grateful for being an American, but I didn't choose this life. If it weren't for you, I'd probably be growing up somewhere in Africa or in the Caribbean somewhere. Matter of fact, Africa wouldn't be in the same position that it's in right now if it weren't for you. But you came. You showed up. You stole my land. You kidnapped my brothers and my fathers. You raped my mothers and my sisters. And then you attempted to erase a whole culture, but then appropriate it to make it yours, bitch. Ain't nothing gonna change here. Slavery ended hundreds of years ago, but I still feel like I'm a slave. I'm a slave to your sick sense of entitlement. I'm an enslaved to your laws, to you people. Anger, don't even begin to describe what I'm feeling, what I've been feeling.
Instead of being bitter and resistant about everything, why not just help each other? That's what we need to focus on, a sense of community. Because we're not alone. You're not alone. You have me, and I have you. I accept the past and what America is built on. And though bits and pieces still linger in modern society, it does not skew how I feel. I want you to lean on me when the going gets tough. And I don't want you to think that because of what or who you are, that'll determine my loyalty to you. Delusions? No, not at all. I'm definitely woke, but I see the world through the light and not the darkness. I'd like to encourage others to do the same.
All I know is that we can't lose hope. These are trying times and they're testing us, but we have to remain resilient and vigilant. At least you got to wake up this morning. Somebody didn't. At least you're healthy and you're breathing. Somebody isn't. At least you have a place to call home. Somebody doesn't. I'm not gonna let the devil blind me in seeing the beauty of things.
Race problem? I don't see race. And I don't see color. I focus on who that individual is. They say I have privilege and I should use it more often, but I don't let that stuff get to me.
And just what kind of privilege do you have?
We all have some sort of privilege.
Okay, and can you explain to the viewers what kind of privilege you have?
I'm not going to say it's great, because it could be better. I love being black. I didn't always feel that way, but now I think it's great. I just don't get what everyone's so threatened by. I mean, they're so threatened that they kill us for no reason. I'm a good person. I don't want to be killed without reason. I mean, I'm a good student with good credit and a good job, living that good Samaritan life. I don't tread the line with our fine brothers in blue, or the law for that matter. So why do people like me keep getting killed?
I'm going to tell you a story. When I was in summer camp, I had these two friends. They were from England, and I loved their accents. I think I was 11 at the time. But we went swimming in the swimming pool, and I was watching everyone jump in the water. I was a little nervous because I wasn't the best swimmer, but I jumped in anyway because I wanted to be like my friends. We were having fun, splashing each other, doing handstands, floating like a log on the water. We got out of the water, dried ourselves off. My hair was really frizzy, but I was 11, I didn't care. As I'm drying myself off, my one friend comes up to me, grabs my arm, and just stares at it. She was practically investigating my arm. Meanwhile, I'm looking at her like, what are you doing, Sarah? Her eyes were so wide, staring at my arm. And then she looks up at me and yells, why do I look so cool on you?
How long is this gonna be?
Do you have somewhere to be?
Not really. I just want to know. Is this gonna be all day? I got other places to be at.
I see. Do you think you have a drug problem?
The hell is this? Some kind of intervention? Who are you to be asking me that? Fucking know me. You don't know what the fuck I've been through.
I apologize, sir. My job is to not make you uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, you're fucking doing it.
Okay, let's take a break.
I don't want to live this way. And when you see your family die one after another, how else do you turn? God? There ain't no fucking God. If there were, white people wouldn't be killing everybody. I'm this way because of the fucked up justice system. I ain't do anything. Fuck racial profiling. I was wrongfully accused of a crime I did not commit. They kept me in a damn penitentiary for 968 days. Do you know how long that is?
No,
Do you?
Not off the top of my head, sir, I do not.
Just about 2.5 years. And that's why I do what I fucking do. To escape my pain.
People ask me if it's healthy to be as happy as I am. Some people think I'm full of it. I'm grateful. I thank God every day for the things that I have and the things that I don't. It's not about being angry all the time. It takes a lot more energy.
Energy is something that I lack. I can't get too involved with the politics or the civil rights of our people or society's beauty standards, because it just makes me overwhelmed. And I just want things to be okay.
But things aren't gonna be okay. Things aren't always gonna be okay. Things will never be okay as long as white people exist. Racism will always exist as long as white people exist, and that's the truth.
Truthfully, I didn't think much of it. I just snatched my arm back and gave her a weird look. She never apologized because she didn't think she did anything wrong. And I just assumed it was another dumb thing that she said. Then she started messing with my hair.
Hair? Believe it or not, I used to have a lot more of it. Clothes, cleaner ones than these. Before I was taken, stolen, raped. I fucking hate this life.
Life has all sorts of twists and turns. It throws obstacles at us that we never see coming. But we always persevere. Why? Because we're supposed to. There's too many problems that exist, and we need to focus on how our community can heal.
Privileged is the woman that allows the man to open the door for her. Privileged is the woman who allows the man to walk on the other side of the sidewalk so that she doesn't get splashed in the face with water. All women are subjected to some sort of privilege. Privileged are the students who transfer to another school and all their credits transfer in and they graduate on time. That doesn't necessarily depend on race, because that problem can happen to anyone. But am I supposed to assume that because I'm black that I can't graduate when I'm supposed to? No, because that's just a flaw in the school system. Am I supposed to assume that I didn't get the corporate job that pays $100,000 a year because it's based on my skin color?
And again, what is your privilege?
Well, because I'm a woman, so the list that I said previously was my list of privileges. You know, I refuse to believe that one race is superior over the other. You know, what's more powerful than the human race? Nothing. You know, and we're all human at the end of the day. We're all struggling. We're all lost, trying to get by. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that.
I was the kid that always wore braids in school. Hated it because I wanted my hair to be out and straight and longer and softer and smoother and shinier. My one friend comes up to me one day and starts pulling my hair, asking me why I always wore it like that. She said my braids reminded her of a black widow's legs. Sorry. I didn't realize how hurtful that was until just then. Needless to say, I don't talk to that girl anymore, or any of those people I knew back then for that matter.
After witnessing the recent election, I had this sense of absolute defeat. I was lost. I was scared. I feared what this meant for the future of America, what this meant for immigrants, minorities, women, liberals, young people, you name it. I felt rage. I wanted to hit everyone, take my frustration out on them. No one There's no one picking up the pieces. No one was stepping up. I wanted to transform my rage into something good, something worthwhile. I wanted to help make it better.
So, in my mind, what I thought could make it okay was to make alterations and modifications. Like, my skin could always be a little lighter. I know what you're thinking. She's already light enough as it is, but I could always be lighter. Maybe they won't say anything if I'm so light that I blend in with them. Isn't that what they do in Africa when they're not happy with themselves? If you black, get back. If you yellow, you mellow. If you white, you all right. I just wanted to be all right.
Angus, ape, ashy, baboon, bantu, banjo lips, charcoal.
I didn't realize I hadn't had a meal in several days. Not until my roommate said something. I didn't think that this would affect me so deeply. I promised myself that I could get through this. It's a lot harder than it looks.
Blackie, brownie, burnt toast, burnt cracker, shadow, chicken bandit.
But lightening my skin didn't solve the problem. In fact, it made people pick on me even more. Oh, look at the fat wannabe white girl. I was being called fat and chunky albino monkey even more, which made me not want to eat anything. I look in that mirror and all I see is a failed science experiment. It's like looking at Frankenstein, but bigger.
Coon, crispy, monkey, black chocolate, field nigga, Jim Crow. I can go on.
So I started to fast. It was difficult at first, but the urge to eat lessened as time went on. I mean, my body was worth nothing anyway, so why waste time trying to take care of it? At this point, I had done just about everything I could to fix my appearance, but nothing was ever enough.
It's important to remind people of their worth, especially in times like this where it's a lot like the 60s, damn near slavery. During those times, they had people like Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and Malcolm X and Harriet Tubman and Nat Turner. They led a movement that inspired others to rise up and resist. That's what we have, that's what we see more of nowadays, especially after the 2017 election. Barack and Michelle Obama are my inspiration. And despite all the negativity surrounding the presidency, they always stuck to their message and their morals. I aspire to share my positivity with the rest of my community that feel lost in translation, especially the young ones, because if I don't, who will?
It's not that I'm an angry person. It's just that I'm angry at the whole situation. Of how we keep getting disrespected time and time again, and how in our efforts to diffuse the situation or even try to step away from it to do our own thing, we keep getting the same level of shit thrown in our face. And I'm tired, man. I'm tired. tired of waking up to the reckless and disrespectful and the blasphemous shit that comes out of Donald Trump's mouth and the rest of the motherfuckers that's on his team, like, every day. I'm tired of black people that just has to conform and feel like that they have to sell their souls to even be a part of society. And I'm tired of our police efforts. I'm tired of police that has to protect our brothers and sisters and our children, but end up murdering our brothers and sisters and children. And I'm tired of going out and protesting and fighting for my moral and my civil rights, when in fact, you know good goddamn well that they should be a given, man. I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting. But fighting's all I know.
Oh, you can't smoke in here, sir.
It helps me get my thoughts together and eases the urges. You want me to continue this interview, don't you? Well, that's my story. Ain't no happy ending for me. Or maybe the happy ending is me getting the fuck out of that godforsaken place when I did. If the cynical white people had it their way, they'd have locked my ass up for the rest of my life. Maybe it is my fault. Maybe I shouldn't have been out late that night. Maybe I should have been home for fuck's sake. And then that bitch-ass guy couldn't have confused me for some lowlife in a dark hoodie.
I won't say that growing up life was hard. I was fortunate enough to have a family that gave me the world, but if you ask me, I think that's a recipe for birthing a rotten child. But I had a family that reminded me that things get worse, and things did get worse the second I left home. I mean, I had my freedom, but not like this. I met this guy in my creative writing class, and he just blew me away with his creativity. His short poems are masterful, and he loved my stories. And then one thing led to another, and he was my first. Then one day, I was sick, and I took a test, and I was 3 weeks pregnant. I was scared and confused. I couldn't have a child and be a full-time student at the same time. And my family raised me to have sexual relations after marriage. He didn't want this baby, and to be honest, I don't think I wanted it either. So 2 weeks later, I went to the clinic and made the most difficult decision of my life. It's shameful, unthinkable, and unspeakable to do something like that in a black community. And to be honest, I don't know if I could ever forgive myself, or if I ever will. But I found recent solace in my trip to Haiti. I helped out communities that were decimated by natural disasters. What really stuck with me was seeing these communities singing songs, dancing in the streets, helping each other as neighbors. Communities that didn't have as much as I did, or anyone else in the States. That's what taught me to accept things as it is. I heard this wonderful quote from a lady named Mandy McHale. She said that happiness is letting go of what you think your life should be and celebrating it for everything that it is. With that being said, I don't regret anything. Every choice that I made is made for a reason. I'm not gonna wish my life was different because despite of all, that's exactly what I'm supposed to be in life.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. If anyone watching could take anything away from this film and from your experiences, what would you want that to be?
It's self-explanatory.
Don't be as naive as I was, and occasionally still am. Pay close attention to what people say and how they say it. Pay even more attention to what people do because actions are louder.
And after this, I can go?
Yes.
All right. Be extra aware. These people around here, they ain't your friends, and they definitely want to see you fail and die out. This is a cold, cruel world that'll eat you alive. Never let them catch you off guard. Never let them see you vulnerable, or else you'll end up in hell.
Find out who you are. Ignore the demons in your head telling you that you're not good enough, not pretty enough, not skinny enough, not black enough. Find out who you are. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Look at me. I'm still trying to figure out who I am. But I don't feel as lost as I once was. You don't stop until you figure out who you are.
It's cliche, but live your life every single day. Regret nothing. Don't doubt your purpose and don't question whether or not you made the right decision. God is on your side. Bad things are happening every day, but we know that you matter. You, your opinions, your choices, all of that matters. Look how blessed we are to be granted with a voice that you can use to your advantage. And I can't wait to hear it.
It's tiresome just having all this rage and talking about all the frustration that's been taken out by people in this country on everyone. But I know I can't stop. I know I can't stop feeling rage, and I can't give up the fight. I can't. Don't give up the fight.
In the words of Michelle Obama, when they go low, we go high.
Now that you've witnessed this documentary, which character are you?
Are you all of them? If this documentary offended you, good.
If you walk out of here feeling differently, that also means we did our job.
This isn't just a black film for black people.
It's for everybody.
Discrimination, body shaming.
Different perceptions of beauty.
But it also gives people a chance to reflect what's going on around them.
No, we're not saying that white people are the devil.
Well, nah. Seriously, we're not.
This is a learning experience for you.
And a therapy session for me.
In hopes of inspiring and raising awareness
Of all the craziness happening around me.
Around you. Around us.
So,
So, what are you going to do about it?
Are you gonna be the change?
Are you going to be the change?
Are you going to be the change?
I'm not going to sit around and accept what is. I'm going to fight.
For the future.
For myself. For my family.
for all of us.
For all of us.